Hello guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 112 of the 90-day challenge overtime for the law of attraction. And today we're going to talk about a very important subject. We're going to talk about how to unleash your personal genie. So let's get started. Welcome back guys, this is Miguel Olvera and today is day 112 of the 90-day challenge, and today we're going to talk about a very important subject. Today we're going to talk about how to unleash your personal genie. Yes, you have a personal genie that you're about to unleash, and I'm going to show you how to do it. We talk about this. Today is a summary again. Today is day 4 of the summary of the 90-day challenge. So we talked about this in previous videos. If you like to get more details, I'm going to try to go as fast as possible because again, this is just a summary of the 90-day challenge. One of the things that I want to make sure that you actually know and actually discover is the following. I want to ask you to please, try to describe what car you have. Is it a 4-door or a 2-door? What color is your car? Now, I'm going to ask you to describe your refrigerator. What color is your refrigerator? Is it a 2-door or 4-door refrigerator? Does it open, if it's a 2-door, does it open side by side or is it top to bottom? Now, let me ask you the following question. Can you please describe your mind? Yeah, your mind. Were you thinking about your brain when I asked you to think about your mind? Well, the brain is not the mind. The brain is not the mind as much as your nail or your finger is the mind. Mind is a movement, okay? Your brain is actually, it's in here. So we don't have a picture of the mind. So that's exactly what we need to figure out first. Since we don't have a picture of the mind, we cannot describe it. We cannot understand it. So Dr. Truman Fleet in 1934 created a picture or something to be used so we can describe your mind. And this is the stick person that I've been using for all this time. This is the only illustration that we have for us to be able to describe how the mind works. We talked about this. Describe this top part right here, the mind, and the bottom part of this illustration, your body. But your mind has two pieces, the subconscious and the conscious mind. So the top part of your mind will be described as the conscious mind, and the bottom part of your mind will be the subconscious mind. And obviously this part is your body. Now, your body is what you need for you to be, do certain behaviors for you to be able to get certain results. But keep this in mind. The body is an instrument of the mind. Now, on the top part of the conscious mind, we also describe this as your thinking mind. And the bottom of the bottom part is also described as your emotional mind. Remember, we have also sensory factors. We can see, smell, hear, taste, and touch. And these are like little antennas that are on top of your mind. They're hooked up. We can see, hear, smell, taste, and touch. So when we've been programmed since we were little, we talked about this yesterday. Since we were little, we've been programmed to live our life based out of these sensory factors. When they try to teach you how to walk, or when they try to teach you how to drive a car, they see, look at me, hear me how I do this, watch me how I do this. So we've been trained since we were little to use our sensory factors to learn certain things. Also, school focuses a lot into the thinking part of the mind. They tell us to learn certain things or read certain things, remember certain things, and being able to pass a test. But they never teach us how to manage our emotional mind. So that is the big disconnect that we have. That is why some people go through a lot of years of schooling, but when they come out of school, they are really they're not able to perform or get good results in their life. So that's why it's very important that we learn and distinguish how the thinking mind affects the emotional mind, and how the emotional mind affects the body, which in result, it will create a behavior which give us a return, or a result. So, since the school is being focusing so much in your conscious mind, I discussed this in the previous videos, that it doesn't matter how much you think about getting something done. It doesn't matter how much you know about getting something done or doing something. If you don't get emotionally involved or actually put it to work, you will not be able to learn it 100%. That's what I was trying to explain the other day when I said, when you want to learn how to drive the car, and if you really know exactly, and you've been using one of your sensory factors to see someone else drive a car, you don't actually learn to drive a car until you actually do it. You get your emotions involved, you get your body involved, and then you create the behavior which creates the result. So it is imperative, guys, that we have these three parts of our personality hooked up together. So it's also very important that you get emotionally involved with whatever you want to accomplish. Just thinking about getting a result, or just thinking about getting a raise, or just thinking about getting a new car, or just thinking about getting a new house, or just thinking about your goal all the time, it's not going to work. You have to actually get emotionally involved into that idea, and then you definitely will get your body into whatever vibration needs to be, so you can create the behavior and the result. Another thing that we discussed also is that if you keep on looking at your previous results, and you start focusing with your sensory factors at your previous results, and you start getting the results or start focusing on it. For example, you start looking at this, and you see that your results are not getting you whatever you want to get, and you start focusing on it, you start thinking about it, about the negative results that you're getting, and you start getting emotionally involved about the negative results that you're getting, your body is going to start producing the same results. So the trick about this whole thing, and the power of the Genie, is that the Genie will give you whatever you are focusing on. Either if you're focusing on the outside and try to bring it in, or if you're focusing on the inside, try to get it out. The secret for this whole thing is to disconnect your outside results from the way you're thinking. If you learn to disconnect whatever results you personally and in the past, whatever results you presently did, or whatever results you had in the past, if you're able to disconnect that from your thinking and emotional mind, everything will change. That's why it's almost important that you ignore people telling you that it's not going to work and it's not going to work, and you almost forget. Number one thing that you forget, past experience. So if you tried to do a certain thing and it didn't work in the past, guess what? You should give it another shot. Why? Because you're a better person right now than what you were back then. So the secret is to ignore past failures, past bad experiences, and start thinking whatever you want. Get emotionally involved. Create a new result in your imagination. We're going to talk about this tomorrow. How to use your intellectual factors. One of them being the imagination. So just imagine whatever result you want to accomplish. Put it in your thinking mind. Imagine it. Get emotionally involved with it. And the body, being the instrument of the mind, is going to create the behavior which is going to give you the results that you imagined before. Thank you very much, guys, for being with me for this 112 days. It's been an experience that you have no idea. I have grown so much. Thank you very much. I know I'm already 10 minutes into the mark, and I'm supposed to end it at 10 minutes, but I want to make sure that you guys get the whole thing. Please, if you have any friends, relatives, or co-workers, please share this with them. Tell them that we're on day 112, but it doesn't matter. They can watch day 1 from the beginning. I don't know what happened to my eye. I just noticed right now that it's all red, so I apologize. So please, let them know what we're doing. We are just, about to end this 90-day challenge, but everything is recorded. Make sure that you watch these videos over and over and over. Make sure that you get this information and actually put it to work. Turn on your post notifications up here so you know when I'm putting my next video for Instagram, or down here for Facebook and YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. Put on some comments. If you have any questions, please reach out. I'll be more than glad to answer any questions you may have. If you have anything else, or if you want to contact me, please do so. You already know my email address. I gave it to you. If not, just reach me by direct message. I'll be more than glad to help you out with that. Thank you very much for your time today. Thank you for being with me. Tomorrow we have a fantastic day. We're going to talk about intellectual factors. You don't want to miss it. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.